Oh, hi, how can I help you?
Hi there, I'm new to metal detecting and I'd like to buy my first detector today. What do you have in the $300 region?
Would you like it to be waterproof, with an adjustable stem and lightweight too?
Absolutely, and I also need great depth as well. I'd like wireless audio, USB rechargeable, and it would be great if it had software updates.
I've been detecting for 30 years, and there's no way you can get all of that for that price.
And that is where this gentleman is wrong, because there is one option. Only one though. The Nocta Macro Simplex.
And the Simplex becomes the best-selling product worldwide, setting a new bar in terms of price-performance ratio. Simplex has advanced in many ways: hardware, software, design, and ergonomics. Yet one thing has stayed the same: worldwide proven performance and success, backed up by a company that cares. Nocta Simplex New Generation. For every budget.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show, and Adrian was having a big old rib stretch there. Rib stretch there.
Yes, rib stretch. Good evening, everyone. Yes, ribs. Not the cooking ones. Mine. Still messed up.
Salt and pepper ribs.
Oh, be lovely. Good evening, everyone. How hot is it? Oh, flipping boiling, isn't it? Absolutely boiling. I can see Laura Wells is on a Dorset beach. Imagine that.
I know she's just actually messaged me. She's coming live from a Dorset beach. So I might say a quick hello.
Evening, Joe. Hope you're okay, mate.
Who's Joe?
Joe Webster.
Where?
History Hoarder. He's in.
Oh, Brill Cream. Hiya, Brill Cream.
And hello, Ian. Gareth. Yes,
Gary,
I bet it is.
Sean,
Yeah, it is hot.
Ian.
It's boiling. That ground.
Stephen.
We need a bit of rain.
Carl, Will, Charlie,
Hay
Alice,
fever. Yes.
Andy, Darren, Dominic. and many other wonderful people. It's a bit warm, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I was going to do it bare chested, but I thought probably not. But yeah, it's cool indoors.
Well, the green screen and the green in your chest might have reacted, and you might have looking like you got a hole through your middle.
That's a good point, actually, because I've got a green bra on tonight, so I would have looked invisible. But yeah, people are still getting out detecting, and there's obviously the Deus update we spoke about the other week, and then my lab brought one out for the Manticore. So the Manticores, yes. So there's currently that will be on my machine Manticore updating. Some good little features. Not sure. There's a point when technology overtakes your detecting, and I think sometimes if you don't use it in the right way, it's like there's a stabilizer on there which is good for degrading the audio for the iron. There's also a red ID thing, so the target IDs change red when it thinks it's iron.
Yeah.
And there's some other bits on there like a mute button and soft keys, but it does worry me sometimes when it gives you too much information. I dig everything anyway most of the time, so. But do you know what I mean? You've got to rely on that technology. And do we rely on it? I don't know. But it's good. It's good.
Too often and too much, perhaps.
Yeah. But once you get to know your machine and then move on to those additional steps. But yeah, I've been... Oh, what was I thinking? Before I forget, the lovely lady who won the Simplex, she got that this week, didn't she, from our competition?
She did indeed. She did. And she sent her thanks.
Yes, I've forgotten her name, but she's probably in the chat. But yeah, she won a Simplex on last week's show, very kindly donated by...
Lockdown Competitions?
Yes, that's it. Yes, Lockdown Competitions, who've got a prize again this Friday. So if you get a chance, chuck a couple of quid their way. It's better odds than the lottery. And to be honest, if you won the lottery, you'd spend it on a new detector anyway, most of us. So,
well, you see, Tom Pizarek, he won one or two prizes again.
Yeah. I don't know.
Standing joke, and he goes and wins two detectors again.
I don't know. Oh, Anthony Pleece, we can't hear you guys on our computer. No sound. Can anyone hear us?
He will be able to in a minute. It's probably because they've got their system's a bit iffy. You'll be okay in a minute.
Yeah, you'll be okay in a minute. But yes, it's been a nice week, and there's been a lot going on this week. So in the detecting world, fines and things coming up. So the ground's hard, but people are still bringing stuff up, aren't they, David?
They certainly are. And tomorrow, me and the boy Shane go off on our first travel of the year.
What, together?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We're going to the Ministry of Defence. No, the Ministry of, not Defence.
Yes, you are. Detect.
Ministry of Detect the Weekender in the Lake District.
Are you both sleeping in the van together?
Don't be stupid.
Talking of vans, this week you had something done to the your Scooby Doo-mobile, didn't you?
Well, it might have been something. It's been something that's... oh, hold on. Well, I've had a little present today. A lovely gentleman, Ricardo Lees, has emblazoned the Arkmobile into beauty. Look at this. Follow me, follow the ArkMD mag. Look at that. Absolutely tremendous. Thank you, Ricardo. Here he is.
Very nice of him, very nice. So now we know who you are. We can chuck it.
It's snazzy. And do you know what? Right, all joking aside, it's something I've dreamed of for a long, long time. I got the van, I've done the conversion. That was part of the dream, and now it's like there in front of me. I nearly had a tear in me. Well, I had a tear in my eye when he was doing it. It was like, wow. And the amount of people at the petrol station today, the amount of people who were like having a look, I was like, are they having a look at that?
You do need a sign though on the back, no detectors kept in here overnight.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you get some chip whack trying to break in and nicking your.
Some chip whack.
Yeah,
Well, you've been politically correct nearly then.
nearly. Yeah. Well, I don't think if you Google it, I don't know. I've never Googled chip whack, but I
Chip
don't
whack.
mean gypsy. No, I mean someone who's like a vagabond, some kind of vagabond trying to get into your truck and steal your not to MIDI hoard that you use. But yeah, no, it's good. It was nice seeing that this week, Dave. And those who see it, give him some cake and sweets and the odd bottle of wine or beer for me.
I like cake.
Have we got any other news to talk about? Philip Will.
We've got, just briefly, before we bring up Malados, Oliver, and Anthony on, if this works, we are having a brief visitor live from a Dorset beach.
In a
Did
bikini?
speak to her. It's not Shane.
Oh, sorry. I thought...
So give us 2 minutes, chaps, and we'll get you on post dance. And it also gives me time to finish the what I'm doing in the background. So, other than that, Adrian, the week's been pretty standard. I take it you've not been out because of your ribs.
No, but I would like to say a big thank you to Nigel Mills if he's watching the show, but we won't go into detail. Of Noonan's auction house. Very, very professional. If you're looking at auctioning any of your detector finds, I highly, highly recommend Noonans.co.uk, based in Mayfair in London.
I thought you were going to say something like, he kept James away from me.
No, but I auctioned something this week with them and it was exceptionally good and they're really good. On their website, they've got lots of different things, but they've got a dedicated area for detector finds and they're so professional, really switched on, and they treat you highly professionally. So I'd recommend them, noonans.co.uk. If you've got anything you fancy selling, whack it with them. Right, David, are we ready?
Oh, no, because we've lost Anthony and...
Oh, dear. Is it our producer said the fax is still working if they wish to send us messages via fax?
We had a sound issue at the start of the show.
Yeah,
and I
which
had
was
only
on-
assumed...
He
Go on,
unplugged
sorry.
the keyboard on his computer and it got better. And it wasn't a
Yeah,
wireless one, it was
lovely.
hardwired, so I don't quite work out how that one works, but hopefully they'll be back.
Oh.
If not, they can jump on their phones.
Here's Laura the Explorer.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Can you hear
You
us?
alright?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
Show us
Where
your
are
view
you?
then.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
So
lovely.
lovely.
whereabouts are you, Laura?
Can't tell ya. You know that. Somewhere between Swanage and Bournemouth.
Are you detecting, Laura?
Portsmouth.
I am.
Bit of lag.
And there's quite a few. There's
Have
some
you-
other detectorists on this beach as well.
Right. Okay. Are they friendly or are they just keeping themselves to themselves?
They're friendly because I go and talk to them. I make them talk to me.
You forced them.
Has much come
No,
up,
I'm-
Laura? How much?
It's keeping me in my my cider. That's what it is.
£6 then. Yeah. Fine,
No,
right.
it's about 20, 25 pound in bits.
Wow. A lot of £2 coins.
No £2 coins. Loads of 20p's.
Yeah.
Loads.
Weird that. Yeah, a lot of £2 coins seem to slip out on the beach. But
But I have
it
been,
looks
I've
nice.
been here for 2 weeks. Yes. It's just cooling down to a mile 21 over here.
Which is what we like.
Yeah. What's the beach like? Is it very dry or shingly?
No, it's sand.
Oh, lovely. Oh, wow.
And the BBC were round here last week. You may have seen my head on Spring Watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm the type of person that looks like I watch Spring Watch.
Is that the one with what's her name? Hitman and her.
Michaela Strachan.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, she used to be on a dance thing on Friday nights. Anyone?
Yes, because I've appeared with her on the Hitman and Her from the what was it called? The Ritzy in Bromborough many years ago. Yeah.
Oh wow. So Laura,
probably didn't want to. I just forced myself.
Laura, so what settings are you using on your Equinox?
I'm on the beach too. I'm actually doing testing some sand scoops for Crawford's at the minute, and I'm writing a blog.
Oh, and where can we hear about that blog?
I'm going to finish writing it. There is another one that's come out that is just about to be launched about my history in detecting, which is with them. And then this one will come out next month.
Marvelous.
And that will be on their website, or?
Yeah. As soon as I get it, I'll share it with you guys, and then you can put it wherever you like.
We can't see a sneak peek of the sand scoop. Can we just like an inch of it?
It's all right. My dad's got them. He's all the way down there.
So you're not doing a review of the sand scoops. Your dad is. You're just sitting there drinking cider.
No, I did. I've done.
Yeah, it's
pretty
true.
much. Well, I'd watch you guys. I'm going home on Saturday, so I'm relaxed.
Well, listen, Laura, thank you for popping on.
Nice seeing you guys.
And when we've got a better connection, obviously your dad's coming on in a couple of weeks, so I'm sure you can impose yourself on him then.
I'll have to do the tech support, won't I?
Absolutely. Lovely to see you, and
I'll see you
take
later.
care. Regards to father.
Can you kick me out? Kick me out. Don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. That's the first time anyone's asked us to do that.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye.
How do we kick her out? There it
Leave
is.
her on, Dave. Leave her on.
Oh, I've kicked
her
her now.
Anyway, where's Oliver and
Ooh!
Hi guys.
We can't hear you. We're trying everything. We're trying everything.
We can't hear you for the noise.
Have you got speakers plugged into the computer?
We can do the echo for the phone. Yeah, and that's about it.
Why don't you phone
Can you hear the noise that you're making?
I like sound.
I don't know what's going on.
I reckon they got their.
I don't. Tell you what. Listen. Hold on. Anthony, can you hear me?
I can hear you on my phone.
Right,
Ring off
Anthony.
my phone on you.
Just do it on your phone instead of the computer.
I ring off my phone.
No, ring. Go on that. Go on that. The link has sent you. Do it off your phone.
Someone in the background.
Yeah, give us 2 minutes. Cut us off. Cut us off.
Everyone wants us to kick them out. Just
I think it's
the two of us.
I hope I'd be interested what detectors they've got. I think they've got Equinoxes.
I personally think they've been using our fax, and it's reverb off our fax.
Yes, which reminds me, anyone who wants to leave us a message who can't be bothered to email or isn't on the Book of Faces or anything like that, on our website we've got a button you can click and you can leave a voice message as rude as you want or whatever. You don't have to put your email address, but if you want to say like, Dave, what's your favourite colour of socks? You can go on there and leave a voice recording. Go to thebigdetectingshow.com.
Right, I've got to stop you there and say there's only actually one colour of socks in my life in existence, and that's black.
You can't wear black with like trainers in the summer.
I wear black trainer socks. I only ever wear black socks.
Anyone else in the chat only wear black socks? Because I think
I'm a
that's
closet,
a bit wrong.
Closet goth. Look at the t-shirt, man.
Do you only have black pants?
Yes. Primarily, I only have black clothes. The only unblack clothes I have are several purple t-shirts and workwear. Everything else is black.
So you've got no white pants or blue pants or red pants.
No. Black pants.
Andy Kerridge, snap. He's the same. Laura Wells, black or camo. Dave Duff, black white fronts.
There you go.
God, can you get black white fronts?
You should have seen the black things I found in Gareth's mum's loft.
Well, I think the viewers need to know that that's not.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Philip Wells, calm amongst the sanity. I have all black socks apart from dark grey pair with climbers and climbing holds on. All black. Oh, Steve Cord's got white pants. He looks like a DJ Steve Cord, though, doesn't he?
Yes.
And Joe Webster's pink stockings.
I prefer pop socks when I'm detecting. Yeah, because of the incident last week or the week before with Gareth's mum's loft, it's not on the show tonight. Without going into detail, police are involved and the NSPCC.
We've also had to pay
RSPCA.
ourselves to have some fumigators in as well.
Yes, and there's a lot of stuff. And we didn't know Tony Kaywood didn't hand Gareth's mum the key back to the house. So something happened there late Sunday night, I think it was. So we've got a different thing on the show tonight. I think it was requested by one of our viewers, and I'm trying to remember his name, Dave.
It was Mr. Somebody. But we have a all new feature, because we like to bring you all new features. We have an all new feature.
He's not in the chat, I don't think.
Let me try to send Oliver this link again.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of a quizzy thing tonight, but a fun sort of quiz thing. Black Thong, Dave Duff. That doesn't surprise me of you, my friend. I bet you put it on the wrong way around as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll have our guests on because they've got an
type
amazing...
of underwear? Here they are. There's a new feature. What underwear would suit Tony Kaywood? And we could have like a pin the underwear on the donkey thing with Tony Kaywood's body.
Or we could just ask detecting underwear. I did have once some lucky pants I wore detecting many years ago, but obviously they've gone into disrepair now. But F.I. Cooley just joined. What on earth are you lot on about?
Not F.I. Fee.
Fee, sorry. I thought it was Federal Investigator Cooley.
No, that's above them.
Yeah, this is about metal detecting and archaeology and stuff like that, and sometimes it goes a bit off. We've got some guests coming on tonight who had some amazing finds recently, but they're
due to technical difficulties. We're having to fill the time with inane ramblings.
Yes. So if anyone's got a question for me, Gareth Howard.
Adrian, what underwear do you wear whilst digging?
Predominantly the boxer short type briefs, but not the baggy ones, the sort of tight ones. Black, white.
Black. I also wear said ones, but they're the ones that are made from bamboo fibres because they stop chafing.
I've seen that bamboo fibre thing and so can't get me.
Yes. Yeah. Hello.
That's better. Oh, that's perfect.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
Don't do that to us.
See, how simple was that technology? You can see you, we can hear you, everything's groovy.
1,000-pound machine and it doesn't work.
No good.
No good.
Yeah, it's true. It's always the way. Phones seem to be a lot more reliable, sadly.
So how is everybody?
So good evening, yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, lovely to see you both. Adrian, Dave, how are you keeping? Good?
Whereabouts in sunny Scotland are you?
Sunny Scotland? Well, we're in rainy Wales. Now we're in South Wales, Blackwood area, not far from Newport.
Right.
You know.
Up on the mountain.
Up on the mountain with the sheep. With the men and the sheep are scared up here, boys.
What's the weather like up there? Is it hot for you?
Oh, yeah, beautiful right there.
Big and it's dripping up here. We are sweating. bit cloudy now, but hopefully we get some rain for the weekend. We go now with the Knights Templar.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Cool.
Yeah, quite a lot of people going to that one as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Knights Templar, History Order, Silas, all the main pages that we follow. But lovely to get a load of them together, so to speak, and all have a good chat. So that'd be nice.
So
keep an eye out for the videos.
Well.
So yeah, we haven't actually met them yet, but yeah, intriguing me to know.
Somebody has, so you may
you
want to
staying
be
in
careful.
a tent. You in
No,
a tent?
we got T4s. We have.
Yeah, we got camper vans.
Right, just make sure you open the doors and the windows.
Yeah,
with
doors open, plenty of breeze.
No, they'll get in. They're like bats at night. They'll get in. But Dave, did you want to ask a question, or shall I?
No, I'm fine. I've actually finished the presentation now as well.
Oh, he's finished the presentation.
Oh, good. I'm intrigued to see that.
You guys, how long have you been detecting, and how do you know each other?
To tell?
Well, we've known each other since we was teenagers, really.
Yeah, I was 14. I had nowhere to live. Doug took me under his wing. He was a DJ at the time. Taught me how to do a bit of DJ and make a bit of money on the side. Got me a job, steadied my life out a little bit. Shoot forward a good 10, 15 years.
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other for like 10, 15 years, and I was driving my e-bike then up towards the Bringback Park, driving around the lake, and he was there with his girlfriend and his child.
Yeah, Bringback Park.
Bringback Park, yeah.
It's a big lake, it is, and he was driving around on his electrical bike, and he bumped into me, and we haven't seen each other in years, and I said, my health hasn't been too good. I've gone through like radiotherapy, long story. And he said, come out with me in the field. It's an old man's game, but we have good fun doing it. And that was it. I seen David Evans then. Massive shout out to David. He got me out of the house quite a lot. I was suffering with a bit of depression and stuff like that. And from there, I got addicted. As simple as that.
He got his first metal detector, which was a Vanquish 540, and then a week after, he messaged me and said, come on, Doug, I got tickets for Detectable, let's go.
Which is funny, because Doug had never really found any gold until David Evans gave us the tickets to go. He couldn't make it for family reasons or whatnot, and we went there, and Doug was the first person to find
Port
Noble hammered coin. So as of that moment, I was completely addicted. And then I went on to find 5 gold coins in November and December, 4 months after.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We found diamond rings as well.
Diamond rings, yeah.
I went to the last detectable. I had a pointed helmet, Saxon Penny. That's gone down as treasure.
What was the nickname?
Edward the Confessor.
Edward the Confessor coin.
Pointed helmet type Saxon Penny. It was gold on the one side and turned into a brooch, so they declared that as treasure.
That was pretty cool.
So we've had a good run at the detectables.
Yeah.
Fair play, and you did it this year's then, obviously.
Then I booked in for August. Yeah,
I'm unable to make that one, unfortunately. I got family commitments, but it's okay.
Goddamn family.
As you know, we got a little bit of good land anyway, so I'm trying to open it up and get a couple more people on board. There's that much land. I've got 4,200 acres now, so we're gonna expand it for everybody to come and have a go.
Yeah, he's really good at sourcing land now. All of it is via. So we go on and we do recce's, and some days we find.
It's the magic jam. Every time we go, we give them organic homemade jam. Every time that jam
gets Juice jams in Abergavenny, if you want to look it up.
Tony Kaywood knows all about the magic jam.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Farmers love the jam.
It's true, because that's a real important thing in the hobby, is getting your permissions. And is it Ollie or Oliver?
Oliver.
Whatever
you want to call me, as long as I'm late for a dig. Right.
Have you got an army?
Oliver's army.
He's too young for that, yeah. But does that not bother you, going up and knocking on farmers' doors and stuff? You find that quite easy to do?
I used to be a salesman, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Selling windows for Anglian windows years and years ago, and I worked on a burger van with my dad. So I just like talking. I think I got something wrong with me, but
we don't get all of them, obviously. But once you've got one in the area, it's always easier to get others around the area, because once the farmers know who's on the land, and I don't mind you stepping over borders then. So
it's not being disrespectful to other detectorists, because I don't want to obviously offend anybody, but we've come across a lot of farmers in Wales that say they're purely not happy because somebody's not ever found anything there or whatnot, and they know that they've been lied to, and that's the problem. We try and show them everying.
Yeah, we record all our finds. I got a file full of stuff, and
so luckily now the area that we're in at the moment, which is Herefordshire, I am scared to show that with anybody. The sword come from Herefordshire way. You can go and have a look if you want to. It's on the border of Wales. It'll take you years to find it, but yeah, is there. But yeah, we've got so many farms that are so much on board with raising money with charity, with the history orders, as you know, mental health acts. Everything you can think of, even down to helping Down syndrome children. That was fantastic.
Yeah, we just got some stickers made in the last couple of days.
Yeah, just started a little page, if you don't mind me showing, lads.
Got a YouTube channel coming up.
Hold on. Gotta go big.
Gotta give it a go, guys, haven't we?
Yeah.
Upside down.
Oh, sorry.
Welsh history hoarders on Facebook.
Yeah, well, Joe Webster is
we have a sister page for him.
Well, we was a sister page, so to speak, so we don't know what's happening quite yet. See how things want to grow with sponsors and stuff like that, which is understandable.
It's all in the pipeworks.
It's all in the pipeworks, yeah, and here we are today, lads, still searching onwards.
And you had some interesting finds come up a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so where do we start with this?
That was a good day, that was.
Yeah, the sword and the cross was a magical moment, I gotta say the least.
Do you know the detective scene where he sat in the field and everybody's the old army in battle? Well, that's what it was like, guys.
It really was.
We jumped up screaming when we realised what we had, and it echoed for about 5-6 seconds off all the valley walls, and it was like listening to that. That's amazing.
It was seriously a magical moment.
It gives me goosebumps thinking about it.
Well, I think I've got these in a decent order, if not the right order. So if you want to talk them through.
So these are just little. So right, first of all, that's a Roman that I found recently. That was above the field that we had the sword and the cross off. So the museum have asked us kindly to go around the area, not disturb it too much, and just see if we can pick up anything else before the excavation, which we're more than happy to do.
Yeah, so we do an excavation now, end of the month. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, last 2 weeks of the month.
We got the geophys team in and all sorts, so hopefully we'll find a burial, guys.
Yeah. So there too. That's a Roman coin. In the middle, that's just bits and bob buckles. Can't quite see it on my phone, but yeah, I think there's a silver pendant.
Pocket watch.
Just couple of bit of miscellaneous stuff there. Yeah, that's for them to see. They want to see what time period stuff was coming up around that area.
So our nail is a crucifix nail on there, and that's come out just from that come from around the area that we found the sword and the cross. So we are interested in what we find in.
Yeah, and we found a Billy hook, which is roughly 400-500 years old, which was right next to the sword. So they don't know whether it's been like a peasant fight or something, but they're open to all options at the moment.
Adrian, I've got to say, we've not had many more people on the show who are as excited as Oliver and Anthony, have we?
No, and I think it shows in their luck as well, because they've got the enthusiasm and confidence, and it shows in what they've been finding.
Yeah.
And registering and telling the farmer what they found, rather than I haven't found anything and walking away with 10 gold sovereigns every year.
Yeah. Our farmer's really nice guys.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And to be honest, he said, I knew you boys were going to cause me trouble.
But him and his partner, I won't say his partner's name just in case people expand on it, but Brian and his partner have been the most warmest, welcoming people. And I'm not just saying this to rub anybody up. They are beautiful people inside and out.
Yeah.
And they've welcomed
his last name Day?
Pardon?
No, it's a joke.
In joke.
Now they're good as gold, and
they are.
I can't wait to get a couple of videos up and share people on the page and show you what's going on and step by step through the excavation and try and get more people on board.
That'll be very interesting.
Well,
So the last image on there, I take it, is that the location where you found these things?
So on the right hand side there, which I didn't want to give too much away, but if you see where the tree is on the very edge of that tree by the other tree line. See the second post?
It's near there.
Right above that, just on the edge of that field, it come up. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully I've done this right. If I've done this right, I've got Google slides down to an art form. Oh yeah!
Right, yeah. So this was just a bit of fun. We found this, but it says if you can read it because I can't quite see it from you.
That's all right. I can pull it up on my system externally.
It shows the.
I'm public in case of an accident, please don't notify a priest.
Please notify a priest. Yeah. So.
Oh, did it say please notify?
Yes, please notify a priest.
Notify a priest.
Don't ring a doctor. Ring the priest. He's bound to help. You know.
Yeah,
But,
of course it will, yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple of little bits and bobs that I thought I'd share with you guys. Bit of fun.
Yeah, we've had a few medieval pot legs around here from the same area as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully, when we do this excavation, we dig a bit deeper into it, and you never know.
Yeah, I got a lot more to show you. I can't show it just as yet.
Yeah. So, when you were out and about this particular day, was there just the two of you on site?
It's right.
Yeah.
It's a crazy day actually, that was, wasn't it? So the night before, I had I was texting farmers and different things, trying to organise some things, and I text Brian and I said, "Hi, Brian, can I come on down?" He's like, "Yeah, I've just ploughed the fields and you can come down just before they get seeded." So I thought, "Oh my God, that's fantastic." Well, it turned out we didn't go in hardly any of the ploughed fields. We went into this one field that looked a bit of a miscellaneous field. It had a couple
of a stream running through it, and house in the trees.
It's picturesque, you know. It got that vibe to it, and we walked into the field. Doug found the first target. He was buzzing like a bee, shouting at me.
Call him over, and we took some photographs. We had to sit down.
He went down to the water, give it a little swill, seen that it was gold gilded and it was very old. And then I had a metal detector. I turned to my left, bang, there was another target. He said, "You've got another one." And he dug up the next one, and there we was.
So we dug it together. We did, yeah.
Yeah, it was like literally a dig together.
What do you find, like?
So, bit of our reveal. Well,
there we go. That's the spot that's where the sword come out. Yeah, that's right where the farmer is looking right now. That is where the sword come out and the cross, literally within a meter of each other.
Adrian, I've got to say, I like this Google Slides. It's far easier than Publisher, what I normally use.
PowerPoint.
Whatever. Same thing.
And it's free.
It is free.
Here we go. Yeah. So that's
ladies and gentlemen, expand your screen somewhat.
That's So with Doug that's probably like a foot deep, believe it or not. It doesn't look that way because it's so sunny.
Maybe even more than that as well.
Maybe a bit more, yeah. But that's where the pummel and the handguard of the sword was sat, and then it just went underground then.
So back in front of me then, in front of where I'm sat, is about 6 foot away was the cross then, so they were in line with each other, and it's quite possible that the one was on his head and the sword was possibly between his legs.
Yeah. So they're very, very interesting.
Fingers crossed, guys.
As you can see, the cross has got gold gild on it, and also the sword has, and it got it on the handguard and the pummel. They thought it was around 1500s, but they're thinking it's earlier now. And secondly, they said it might be either a bishop's, a priest sabbat, priest sabbat, or some sort of connection with a local priest there. There was a connection between the Catholics and the Protestants or whatnot, and they had a big battle. And that priest was the one who pretty much got shunned for it all and was killed. And they don't know exactly where he was killed. They know where he was buried, but they don't know where he was struck down and attacked. So we're hoping maybe this has something to do with that.
The museum seemed to think it's hidden anyway. So
yeah,
we're going to wait now for the geophys team to come in and do their work. And hopefully there's a story behind the sword and the cross.
Lovely, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
I've just at the end of the presentation, I've added the image so we can get a closer look at the one with Christ on the front of the cross.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Hopefully that's worked. So I hope that's worked anyway. Save. Yeah.
Just thank you guys for sharing it. The story is great.
Absolutely no problem at all. It's a marvelous. Absolutely fantastic story. In fact, that one there as well, I think I'm going to rotate that and put that on big as well. Talk amongst yourselves a minute, Adrian.
Oliver looks very excited, like a young boy. Look at him.
Yeah, that was his first time in the museum. I was straight into the lab. It was his first time. I've been there a few times, but he was like a kid in a toy shop that day.
Have you ever been into the national underneath the museum in Wales? And downstairs.
I've never been to it.
Well, you know, like you see something on James Bond, and they got these massive vaults with the 3 bars that turn the vaults open and shut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They got
all the way back to the Neolithic.
Yeah, all the way. It dates from yesterday back to 250,000, God knows when. And you got to move. It's just boys. You should see it. You got to move these big huge shelves just to get down the alleyways. It's that much. It's rammed from Roman coins We had
while we was there, we did see the bowl with the bull's head on it.
Ah, yes.
We had a sneaky
Yeah.
little look at that he did, and we held a mammoth bone and things like that.
Touchy feel on a photo sort of thing, you know.
So who actually found each of the artifacts? Did you? Who?
I found them both really. Well, what happened is I dug the first one up the road, the cross. I called him down. We had a shot. We took some photographs, and I went over and found another one, and I asked him to dig it. So halfway, I walked off, scanning around as we do, working it together. And then he came up to me and he said, like, Doug, it's green, it's the same. So we started digging it together, and when we realised, guys, we both jumped up screaming, and the farmer said, I heard you screaming, guys.
Yeah, because we knew it was in that.
She heard us screaming for about half a mile away.
We got a Knights Templar Church, which is literally about
3 miles away.
No, 2.6 miles exactly from that location. And I've been researching the paths and trade routes for God knows how long before I even started metal detecting. And I had another farm up on top of the mountain, and I said to him, we knew he was there, I knew he was there, or something of
the research does the work. He does a really good job with his research, and we go in and we
I think together as a team we do really, really well. I don't think
it's an experience. It was in a moment you can't take away from either of us.
Yeah. We couldn't have done it without each other. Simple as that.
So
it was meant to be.
We're very happy, guys, finding this. And the museum did say we've had loads of medieval swords in, but this is the only real one we've ever had.
Yeah, really.
So that's when it clicked to me then. It was really important, you know.
Yeah, in 35 years they've never had a full sword come in at all ever.
Yeah, so it's the only one. If you look on the PAS Photo Antiquity Scheme database,
I dug up that. I dug up from the ground.
There's no one on there.
No.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, we were very pleased to have Anthony as a digging partner, man. To be honest.
Yeah, we do well together. And,
I take it this is the team at the museum conservators.
Yeah, so 2 or 3 people shouldn't have even been there. The council lectures.
They cancelled lectures to come in and have a look at the sword, and the other woman was like 10 minutes late. I got to go, but lovely to see the sword. It kicked up quite a sturdy off, fair play.
I bet it did.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah, so at the moment they're doing a community dig, and as soon as that's over, they're hopefully going to get straight on the excavating our site. And we was begging them to go on excavations with them. Now they come in with us.
Yeah, quite true actually.
And who are these guys?
So this guy on the side is Mark Ludwig, and that other guy is Mark as well by the side of me, and the guy on the left is George Watley. He's our flows.
He's our liaison officer.
He's dealing with the sword. He's our finance liaison officer.
Yeah.
I like the pose here, Anthony. It's the intrigued.
I'm really interested.
That's why I said
he's explaining the cross. He was. Or the pommel, he was explaining the pommel, and he was saying because it's flat on both ends, it means it's a little bit earlier. And he's like, "You've never seen one," and he was pointing out the gold bits on there. And
I was waiting for the what at the end.
Yeah, but he was really excited.
Oh, a lot of pondering there.
Yeah, look at that one. Yeah,
that's very pensive.
Yeah, it was
very exciting, guys. It was.
Yeah,
and I see the
nice experience to be there.
He's even got an old-fashioned magnet on the table.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they were checking the iron resistance on the blade. You know,
that's one of them Wile E. Coyote ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they said
magnet.
So the coolest part, guys, is because we got the sword this so quickly, they said that they're going to recover 98% of the sword blade.
Wow.
Yeah, so 90 was in about 80 to 90, or 80 to 90%. Sorry, yeah, somewhere around there. Because when they put the magnet on it still had a little bit of pull all the way down. Now, if it lost its magnetic pull, that means the iron have oxidized too much or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Don't judge me on my science, but roughly that's how you tell. I'm sure of it. So. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, and it still had a bit of a pull. She was like, "I can feel it." Well, happy.
Yeah, so you can see there's a little road patch on one of the pictures with a bit of the rust come off, so you can still see a bit of the blade underneath.
Right. Hold on, I'm going to just going to have to remove this a minute.
No problem.
And then hopefully, if I re-add it, it will have updated.
Yes, should do.
Also, the pommel and the handguard has got gold gild all over it. It's obviously flaked off, but you can see there's like gold in the sun. You can see it all shining.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a ceremonial sword, and if it is, then it can be priceless. It could be a sword that's been looked for a while. So
But
quite exciting.
There's not another one of them, so
Yeah, there definitely is not.
Eddyford Museum did say, our flow guy did say, he said, look, give Eddyford Museum a chance to come up with the funds to buy it.
Is within 1,000.
So we're just waiting for an evaluation off them.
That's all we've heard, and they got a sword.
Hopefully, end of the month we'll know more, guys. We'll keep updated.
Adrian, how do you save this now?
It automatically saves on Google Slides. Guys, I've just got a question from Steve Cord. Was the sword an iron signal and or I can't read it because my screen's, or did you pick up the gilding? Was it an iron signal?
This is how we both found it. This is the weird part. So maybe
the cross came up a solid 19.
Yeah.
It was about 18 inches deep. It was solid.
Right.
All the way round. Now the other one was a little bit of an iron tone on it.
Because there was two parts to the sword. When he went down to the water and come back up, and we noticed there was another target. Obviously, he said check it while he was looking at the cross. I said there's two signals here because the one was like faint, and you know when you hit a piece of iron that's quite potent, to say the least. It's like, you know, it'll 25 and then it'll shoot down to like 14, and it got a bit of a wow. It was, but then you step to the left. And and then you step to the left, it was solid. And I said, what do you think of this one? He said, we're digging them more.
Yeah.
And by the time you knew it, boom, out it come. But yeah, to answer Steve's question, mate, you got to dig them more.
Yeah, we dig them more now. I should carry a rucksack around for all my iron.
We dig that much iron now is unbelievable, and it's so rewarding at the same time because sometimes there's coins stuck underneath iron, and we all know if there's. Well, Joe Webster taught me that. If you put a piece of iron, I think it is, sideways on a coin and misses.
Just another question. Stephen Brame, how deep was it? I presume he's talking about the sword. It looked...
foot and a half to 2 foot, and the cross was equally the same.
It was down
actually, Adrian, he was actually talking about the conversation where they were being so pensive. How deep was that?
Oh, right. Oh, the conversation with the flow. Yeah, it was 2 foot. What settings did you have on your machines?
Land to sea.
Yeah, we got beach to land.
Beach to land to sea.
So this cross, has anybody given a date that it may be from?
It's definitely early medieval. They know that 100% because
15th century they said, but we're hoping to be as earlier. We're hoping it's going to be earlier, and it's going to be a Templar sword, guys.
You see there like a thirdly pattern on each part of the cross on the left, top, and the right. So and at the bottom, if you look at the fleur, I could call it fleur de lis, but if you look at the shape of it, like the petal shape of it on the Knights Templars church that we're at, where it is identical. I mean, you can't find another one like it. It's mad.
The writing on the cross inside on the bottom one is says Jesus in Latin.
Pray to Jesus.
Well, we certainly know the right people that we can point you towards there, don't we, Adrian?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be good.
Colin Hamilton.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a TV series, Lost Treasures of the Knights Templar, Colin Hamilton I speak to quite regularly.
Yeah, I know that name. Yeah.
I know that name.
Yeah, they're on Sky, isn't it?
I know that. Yeah, right,
History Channel, yeah.
Or History Channel, yeah.
So that's the reverse of it, and basically that's just is it something that holds it?
So they're thinking, you know, when you had a garment on, a big garment, like a priest's garment, you know, in the centre it'd be like it's a multi-purpose cross, as the woman said, but they don't know.
Yeah,
but they think that it is gold cape basically in the centre here, and it hang down.
A priest would have it here in the centre, like the mayor would have back now these days.
I forgot the name of the
Kanye West would have it on a bit of bull's rope.
Yeah. But there was a couple of diamonds on the edges. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, we won't forget that day. There's just see the little circle out there.
Yeah, so there's an oxidization. There's an oxidization hole.
The black thing in the towards the hilt.
And when they seen that, they were very, very happy because they said all the blades should be like that, not just that circle. Yeah. So that's quite cool. We did snap the tip off, mind.
It's just above the cross. It is at 10 o'clock.
Adrian's talking to himself.
No, I'm just zooming in. Sorry, looking at it.
For those of you watching in black and white, it's the darker coloured.
Yeah,
that's right.
There we go. Yeah.
See, if you got an iron signal and dug down halfway to that sword, you think, it's a horseshoe or part of a plough or something, and you wouldn't dig it up. a lot of people.
Yeah, but we
get
picked
that
up the
idea.
Cornwall and the cross guard, see?
You know it's there. I can't
It was,
explain
it
it.
was like a brass tone, it was.
I found a cannonball. I found a lot of really weird stuff.
Yeah.
That sounded exactly like a cannonball.
Really high pitch, 21, 22, but then with a little iron gun as well, because we run our detectors, our Equinox on 50 tons.
Yeah.
I'll be having tons on, all iron. It's the only way to do it. Nice arm in the headphones.
Yeah.
Picks it up and just charges it as you pick up a tone.
You ruined that towel though, haven't you?
This is unhappy with me.
No, I bet you were. Looks like you've had a dirty protest in the lounge.
See nothing. When I had that sword, lads, I'm gonna lie, I held it up the air and I said, "I've got the power."
And then
if you don't do that, to find the sword, you don't deserve the sword.
Now, obviously, you using Equinox machines.
Yeah.
You've got MindLab hats on. Have MindLab been in touch with you?
I wish.
No, they haven't been in touch with us. No,
I've tried.
No,
yeah, really.
I don't even know if they know about it, to be honest.
No, no one really knows yet. That's as such.
Well, this is it's a bit.
But we are
silly,
hoping to
isn't
get
it,
sponsored soon.
Pardon?
They should pick up on this, shouldn't they? Massively.
Do anyone know anybody who could politely say
Well,
hello?
yes.
Forward, like.
Well, they've changed their marketing, haven't they, Dave?
A little bit.
Yeah. So, but I'm sure there's people who we used to have the marketing director or whatever she was, Dave, Michelle Myers on the show, but she's moved on now and they've changed it. But it does amaze me sometimes, not just MindLab, other brands. You get someone say, "Oh, I found this 1938 sixpence with my machine," and it's all over their Facebook and YouTube, and you think, "Hang on a minute, something like this has just been found." That's what you should be shouting.
I found 5 gold coins with a MindLab 540, right?
Yeah,
all
MindLab within 6 months, guys.
No, within 2 months, bro. No, 3 months, sorry.
3 months, yeah, a couple of months, like.
It was like non-existent. They even entered competitions and lost.
Started off a gold rush around our area, like.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone's bloody doing it now.
It's a cracking machine, the Vanquish 540.
Yeah,
I love
it's just terrific.
Yeah,
it's like dig or don't dig, you know what I mean? No, it's it just lacks that oomph of the Nox, I suppose. But
well, hopefully MindLab are watching and they're they'll contact you, because I know if it was my company, I'd want to be shouting about this big time. Because is it if you
found them both with Noxes, yeah?
Yeah,
both Noxes, both same setting, same battery.
From the Vanquish to the Nox, and
best thing he ever done.
Is that the same as mine?
And now Dave Edwards is on it now, and he's smashing it. That kid is on fire.
He was using the Legend, but he started missing little armored quarters. So
the Legend misses quarters.
He pulled it out, and he started finding armored coins with it. I don't think he'll turn back, like.
Yeah. Are you two? So it'd be nice if MindLab contacted you and said, "Well done, guys. Here's a Manticore each."
Wow.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
No, I'd tell him to keep it.
I'd ask for a 900. I think.
I'd say, can I have a 900, please?
Yeah. New software update today, I think, has improved a few things on it. So,
what for the Manticore?
Yeah, for the Manticore. So
I would like one. It is a nice machine.
Yeah,
very well balanced. But the Equinox,
I may or may not have just sent your images to several people, some in the KT community and some in the MindLab community.
Well, you may just be the best guy on the internet.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm just some fat bloke with blue beard.
Purple.
Who likes cake? Who likes cake? Everybody coming to the weekend. I like cake.
When you guys up next, then what do you do? When you about, and what
when you out digging?
You like to have your TV show and stuff here, but when you're out digging, do you do much or?
Well,
I know you found so many odds. I know I've watched the show. I know you found God knows how many odds and this and the other. But
no, we haven't found a hole. I don't want to find a hole.
Oh, no, was it the gentleman? There was the gentleman on last week, wasn't it? He found the hole, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, we have.
He's found many, yes.
Yeah, many, yeah.
I've found many cake wrappers.
Dave finds
my own wrappers.
Yeah,
we went to this one place, man, right? There must have been more pork pie foil trays there than Greg's, and it was amazing how many was there. I swear, you wouldn't believe it.
It's funny because I detected a field a couple of years ago, and I'm not joking. There must have been a fat kid who lived there who nicked his mum's cakes. Well, it's probably him, but no. Honestly, me and my mate James, we found like 40 in a day. Just these cake wrappers, aluminium, folded in the ground.
Maybe it was somebody who used to have a little snacky time there when they went metal detecting, didn't throw the rubbish away, put it in the holes that they took.
Well,
I've actually done that once, and I'm not proud of it.
I've
left something in the hole.
I always empty my hole.
And I've left a Saxon button in the hole, and he walked straight over it and picked it straight out of it. No.
I left a gold in the hole one day, and my shovel was broken, and a couple of weeks later we went back over there.
I don't get that.
The gold coin out of there, so.
Yeah, no,
I can't make it up, lads.
Motto of the day, always have a spare shovel in your van.
And another day, right, I shout, I got gold, and he shouts, he got gold. I said, no, if I lie. He pulled up a diamond ring and pulled up a sovereign. At the same time. And that was the morning that my partner's nan died. And I was all day, I was just saying, look, give me a sign that she's all right. And that's the God's honest truth, boys, yeah? Mad.
That's weird. Because
weird.
My detecting buddy, mate, is... I don't know.
Wasn't he a runner for Philip Schofield?
No, just because he's thin. His mother-in-law passed, and he come out detecting with me, and he said the morning he went out, he looked at the picture of his mother-in-law in the lounge and said, whatever her name is, Betty or Shirley or whatever, wish me luck today. Came out with me, and this is about a year and a half ago. I just got, or 2 years ago, I got the Deus 2, and I was testing it with Treasure Hunting magazine, and I said to him, do you want to go? And he went, yeah, all right. And he literally took it out my arms, walked about 4 foot, and then first signal, he got a gold fob seal. Beautiful gold.
I bet he was crying.
I bet he was crying with that.
And
it happens all the time, guys, doesn't it?
He's still in hospital, isn't he, Adrian?
He's actually going to hospital next week for his sinuses, but that's another thing. But we say to each other, we talk about gold when we're detecting. Not all the time, but we'll say it's about time we found gold. And last time we said it was about a month ago, and he said to me, we need to find some gold. And I said, yeah. He said, what do you want? I said, I want a fibula. That's all I want, because I haven't found one for 4 years. And I said, I want gold. And within 10 minutes, if you're watching James, agree, gold stater, full gold stater, lovely gold stater come up. And I think you've got to be positive. And saying about digging every hole, you have to dig every hole. And, within reason.
So what you're trying to say is this weekend, I've got to say to Shane, I'm going to find gold today.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Shane,
you've got to have a positive attitude that you will find it, because you only got to walk over there. And it might not
I'm
be
going to find gold this weekend.
I do get days where I go out and I'm like a bit, whether it's I've got a bad back or I don't know, car's got a slow puncture and I'm worried about it or so. And you're not focused, and I'll only do 2 or 3 hours and then go home. And that 2 or 3 hours, I'll probably only find a couple of buckles, some musket balls, and a couple of bits of tooty lead or something. But I strongly, strongly believe you've got to be really focused. And, we do it to relax as a hobby for our mental health or our health or whatever. But at the same time, you do have to sort of work hard. You can't just walk along like that, like some people do, and find stuff. But I do think you do need to almost energize yourself. I don't know, it's weird. But I find
keep yourself hydrated and slow, guys.
What about the bloke who never found an hammered and he ended up with 9 gold hammered coins? That's what remember that?
Yeah, that bloke. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can talk about like that little schoolboy who found that gold last year, and a lot of it is luck.
Right? Can we stop it now with the gold?
Sorry.
Sorry.
No treasures, guys.
No treasures, gold. No.
So, Adrian, it's time for your new segment.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, I've got to... Yeah. Right, wait a minute.
Thank you, buddy.
Can we see the screen? Is it showing my wall, Dave?
Yes.
Right. This is my Hadrian's wall. And behind my wall are some artifacts.
Okay.
And you need to guess with the minimum amount of squares from the numbers on the wall what the artifact could be. So I ask you now for a number between 1 and 32.
Number
Go on,
12.
Olive. The Oliver's going number 12. Oh, look at this.
It's a white
scratch
background.
card. I like
Yeah.
this.
Another number?
Anthony.
Number 3, please.
Oh,
Oh,
£10,000 if you guessed it.
edge of a Roman fibula.
Oh shit. Yes, it is.
£10,000.
No, Dave said he'll give you £10,000 in air or something. But this was a Roman brooch found in Leeds.
Oh, we got this recorded, guys. We're going
Right. So yeah, this was found. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it? That was.
Yeah, I read a lot about
you, Adrian.
Yeah, huh? I might go back actually, just so people can see.
Yeah, let's have a look around there. I was spot on. I was all about why.
It was meant to be a hard one
That's
because
what she said as well.
Now it's the patina on the edge, look.
It's right number 3.
Look at that. Look at the edge going on.
That's it, is it?
yeah.
Hey, well done.
So anyway, we'll put you up. That was
number 1. That was number 1. Come on, guys.
you are
5
number 1.
seconds, surely.
How'd you make this points thing out, Adrian?
It's done by the computer system, so the producer's going to sort that out. But that
two
blew away.
guesses. Does that make a higher quantity of points?
Yeah.
Massive. That
Massive.
is, anyone who beats that, I'll tell you what.
Have you seen Catchphrase?
Yeah, well, it's based on catchphrase.
Yeah. I love catchphrase.
I think for us it's more bullseye rather than catchphrase. So you've
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
of
Yeah, bullseye. Yeah.
but no,
Yeah,
well
we
done, guys.
couldn't use diddle because it's
No, we
copyrighted,
couldn't use
isn't it?
We should. Well, we've got the music, the comedy music, from like Benny Hill for the intro. But well done. Have you found a fibula, either of you?
Yeah, I've got 4.
Yeah, I've got parts of one. Yeah, I'm not a very good one though.
No, I'm a hool. I got like 4, like 2 tops. No. Yeah, 1 hoolish one, 2 tops. Oh, somebody's gone again on my bloody phone.
Yeah. That's the end of that race.
You're on your phone?
Just like,
Still
You're
there.
loving us.
we going though. That's it.
You're still
Get one
there.
of them.
No, thank you. I'll watch this now. Straight back on the one.
We're having a fun.
Let's just listen anyway, because it's tonight having a fight now.
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh,
That's it.
oh.
Oliver's knocked out Anthony. I knew this was going to happen. As soon as you bring money into a quiz, this is what happens. It's like when
phone's died, apparently.
Oh, Gareth Howard, 10 points for every green square on the screen. Yeah, that's good, Gareth.
I've got to have a look at these pictures
thanks.
again while we're waiting.
Thanks for talking to us, Gareth, because I really do apologise from the depth of my heart what happened in your mum's loft, and once it's all painted and fumigated, and cleaned up, we'll sort out something. But yeah, I found one of those a few years ago, Dave, but it was like aluminium. It was really weird, but it didn't have if you're Catholic, call a priest if you have an accident. But yeah, some really nice finds.
Stunning, aren't they?
Should we call an ambulance?
I don't know where they live, to be honest.
No.
In fact, I don't even know who they are. They just appeared as if by magic. Do you know who they are?
I do genuinely. Who in the chat thinks they definitely should be on MindLab's website or something like that?
Absolutely.
2 lovely guys, really nice guys, and
very excited. And I thought they were actually still both teenagers, if I'm really honest.
And what's nice is how their flow and all the other people sort of appreciate the way they've brought that in. You know, that could have been painted in hammerite and stuck on someone's blinking.
Well, I was going to actually ask him, did he actually consider putting it and giving it a spray of WD-40?
Oh, God, imagine it. Someone, they've
You're telling me that nobody's ever done
that. I spray my push mower with WD-40. That's about the only thing.
Tell you what, I guarantee somebody's found something of consequence and give it a good doubt. Who was it who used to? Wasn't it your dad that used to put it in motor oil?
My granddad used to put his fines in. Yeah. So do you know, I was counting them the other day. Cartwheel pennies, right? I've got over 100 that my granddad found metal detector, and he put them in oil, but he kept them for scrap value. And they're still there, but they absolutely stink of oil. And but it's preserved. But I just think, archaeologists would be very confused. He didn't put Romans in oil. It was only sort of.
Could you actually get one of them things that outside the shop where it's Noddy's car, and if you put one in there, they'd run for ages because of the oil content?
No.
Just throwing it out there.
No, you probably could actually, because when I wipe them, they still smell. But it was used engine oil because he was a mechanic, my granddad.
Why don't you get, one of them car buffers, them ones of them, and give them a good buffing and see how they come up with the oil? I reckon they come up quite pristine, really.
Well, they are very clean, but they're very warm. Cartwheel pennies.
Adrian, how many of the cartwheel pennies are fake? I've had 2 in the last few weeks.
Very good question. There's probably about a dozen that are fake. Yeah.
So how do you know if a cartwheel penny is a fake for people like me who are watching it, haven't got a clue what you're about?
In your hand, the minute you hold it, you can tell. The minute you hold it. Have you found
because of the weight?
Penny? Have you found one?
Yeah. But I wouldn't have had a clue if it was real or not.
Yeah.
Talking of fakes, Adrian, I implore you to watch The Gallows Pole on BBC iPlayer. It's all based up on a 1700s tale, true story, how the locality in the northern region were basically impoverished, had no money, and somebody decided it'd be a good idea to clip hammered coins, gold coins and such like, melt them down and make their own. And the community became quite affluent. Really, really, really good. If you watch This Is England.
Yeah.
So it's by Shane Meadows who made that. So it's like a historical drama, but with the slant of This Is England, the acting and the way they speak and such like is very much like This Is England. And even the music is modern as well. But
what's it called?
The Gallows Pole.
The Gallows. I'm sure the housing manager would love to watch that.
Do you know she would? Because my housing manager thoroughly enjoyed it. Because the first season's only 3 episodes. And she's like,
Oh, hi, Nick. Nick Berry.
Oh, here they are.
Are you doing well, Nick?
Yes, lads. Yes.
No,
we got back on there.
No.
My back is dead. My back is dead.
Rob your housing manager's phone.
What?
That's your female person.
Sophie. Yeah, sorry, lads.
No worries. I'll see you momentarily.
I'm sorry, lads. Better? Better or worse? Right.
That's okay.
I reckon he's going to stove the computer in. That's what's happened. He's picked the computer up and hit Anthony with it over the head, and it's just started making dead loads of noise.
Well, they're probably arguing over whose bank details. I think someone put in the chat about.
Will Waves, right? You'll probably need the subtitles on when you're watching The Gallows Pole.
Oh, is it Northern?
Yes. It's a little bit probably more northern than Digger Dawn.
Sorry?
It's a little bit more northern than Digger Dawn.
Oh, yeah. She did.
Well, not as northern as Scotty Bay.
She did an interesting video this week. Someone shared to me singing a song with a hat on with flowers.
Was there alcohol involved?
I think there might have been, but yeah, Dawn, bless her. Yeah, she was enjoying herself. Nick Berry, what were you going to say to me? I was going to say to you, Nick, your laser engraved keyring thing you gave me at Rodney Cook when we went for an Indian, I've had it on my keys for God, what's that, 6 months? 4 months? Absolutely hasn't come off scratch.
February, wasn't it?
February, yeah. That was a good night. That was really funny. Me and Nick, when we see you this year, Dave, we'll do a trick with the cocktail sticks, Nick. Anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, it was in that Indian with that interesting man. But yeah, Nick, fantastic artist. Those who don't know Nick, but he produced a little, I think it was on the keyring, hammered.
What are you doing, man?
And it looks fantastic. Oh, here we go. They're in a different room
Right.
now.
Last time.
Can't hear you.
Not lying. He's lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah, sorry,
we
lads.
can hear you.
Where did we leave off? Yeah, what was you saying about this? What was that game then? Sorry, boys. I do
Grand you
apologise.
offering us, Amzu?
The what?
You offering us 10 grand, Amzu?
The game that we played.
Can't hear you.
Sound's gone again.
Can't hear you.
It's all gone again.
If we get Mind Lab to shout about you, we'll do our best, won't we, Dave?
10 grand? Fuck off.
No, I don't. I'm not talking
right.
about the money. I'm talking about promoting. It would be lovely if they got a load of Mind Lab gear and got on the Mind Lab website. And
if you don't, we'll send you some socks with Mind Lab on.
I'll have a word with Treasure Hunting magazine because obviously we talk to Mind Lab a lot.
But genuinely, what was that game? Does everybody get to play the game for a bit of fun? Is it?
Yeah. It's not.
That was a debut tonight. You've debuted.
Right, yeah.
There's never going to be any money. We do have Spin the Coil as well. Which we could get.
As well as Spin the Coil, we also have. We have Deep Penetration, and we also have.
How did you? Is that like? Do you know about the YouTube channel name DP Metal Detecting, or was that just a joke?
No, that's just.
No, we have that on the show.
We penetrate deeply into people's psyches with some questions.
That's crazy.
We also have. And soon to be back to the next round, we also have.
Yeah, we have.
Nuts.
Good games.
We could get Spin the Coil up, Dave.
Spin the Coil.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, go on then.
We haven't had it for a while. Right. It's probably not going to work.
Have you fixed all these spelling mistakes and old questions?
No, it just doesn't work because it's gone. I don't know actually. Hang on.
It's all good.
It's all broken.
I'll do it.
Don't matter.
It's all good.
No, I'll do it, Dave. Quick one.
I've got it up now.
Is it small or big?
Oh, mine's big.
That's quite personal.
It's small, isn't it?
But nothing grows in the shade, as you know. That's why they call me mushroom.
What's that, your shadow?
It's very small.
Right. Ignore that. Let's right. This is a question for you guys.
Question, really, here.
But no one can see but Adrian because he's dead small.
Weird childhood hobby, that should say. Did you either of you have a weird hobby like stuffing dead animals?
No.
Yeah, medieval reenactment.
Yeah.
But I worked in a medieval village, so that was a bit weird to other kids, I suppose.
Right, okay.
And now you've totally overthrown the medieval village and found medieval artifacts.
Yeah,
I'm a king now, and I got a sword.
So you got to go back with the sword and the thingy and strut your shit like that. Whoa, look at me with my
Damn
sword.
straight, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna get a horse as well.
I just go regular hobbies like everybody else. I ride e-bikes.
I can pull me on the back of his e-bike.
I like canoeing. All energetic
canoeing.
hobbies, you know.
Air canoeing.
No, I said I like canoeing. I got an e-bike. I got an e-bike.
I thought you said air canoeing. I thought it would just go like that in the street.
Right. It's an e-bike, I think.
I got an e-bike, so I do a lot of cycling. I got a bad shoulder as well at the moment. I'm waiting for some surgery.
Yeah, leave that alone.
But once that's done, I'll get on to more of my hobbies again.
Right, let's
spin the coil. That was always a bad jingle. We need that jingle doing properly.
I don't know what's happening tonight.
It's because it's small, Adrian.
Encountered green waste. Yeah, too many times to the point where I've nearly snapped my machine in half.
Really?
Yeah, like for real. We went to this one guy's house. He was an alcoholic. That done my nut in. Cans. I must have dug 175 cans. I'm not even joking, you guys. At all depths.
Wow.
Yeah, and we dig lots of move tubes as well on our land. I've had like 15 to 20s, maybe 30 in a day sometimes. And they ring just like an hammered coin, so you've got to dig them all, really.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Very big calls are.
Right, final question, just for a bit of fun. Oh, Dave.
Oh, I spin fire, I do, guys.
Yeah. I can play the guitar.
I spin fire. I got a fire staff, and I spin fire, and I play with fire.
He's really good, yeah. He can do loads of mad shit with fire.
Yeah, you'll see it now on the weekend. I'm going to the Knights Templar weekend now, so I'm going to strap my stuff.
Oh, what? You blow it and everything, and
no, you know,
I don't like the taste of it.
You know, like you got like a Jackie Chan shit with the big, you know.
Yeah, I'm like a Jedi Knight with two fire things on the end, and
oh right, sorry, I thought you were like fire starters.
Is it true, Adrian, that James can play the bagpipes?
No, the harp.
Oh right, a harp.
Yeah, I play guitar. The guitar I can play, and that's about it.
Who's this behind you? Whose head keeps popping up?
That's my partner. Sorry, we've had to change into the middle of the living room because of the PC.
What's partner's name?
There's Sophie.
Sophie, come here. Come here.
Come here now.
Someone who's actually... Hi, Sophie. Someone who's actually come on and said hello. Hi,
hello.
Nice to meet you, Sophie. So how sad do you think he actually is?
Not so sad now he's found the sword. It's a bit more interesting now, isn't it?
Before the sword, on a scale of 1 to 10, how sad was he?
4.
Reasonably sad then.
I'll see you later.
She likes the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the gold coins come out, that was it. I can go every day.
Story, Anne.
Oh yeah.
Bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Have you tried tempting you into going yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a little go.
I got a 2-year-old. I'm not walking around no fields.
We got a 2-year-old.
We got a 2-year-old.
Well, Sophie, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you for appearing live from the couch tonight.
Thank you.
No, it's nice. Thanks for coming on. It's very rare guests introduce their partners, isn't it, Dave? They get scared.
Why not?
I'm still waiting to meet the housing manager.
Well, I mean,
I'm just waiting for the 10 grand to go in the bank. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, do you know? I could have said.
That's why she come on.
You could have said anything, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, typical woman. Typical woman.
I'll tell you
Only
what,
picks up on one part of the conversation.
If we could, I mean, we don't get paid to do this show, do we, Dave? We pay and we do it out of the love of our hearts because we're good mates. But one day, we gave away a detector last week, and we also
and a few weeks before.
We didn't. It was
no, there was one given away on the show by Nocta Macro.
Yeah.
Gary Smith last week, lockdown competition.
So, and we also gave another legend away about a year ago when it came out, didn't we? So
Yeah.
we've
had some bits and bobs from Crawford's as well and Regden's, or Christmas Draw. Lots of different companies. Monarch Designs, Composite Cleaning Pencil, Treasure It, Box It, all sorts.
I'm trying to think of the ones we have missed, but Treasure Hunting magazine subscriptions and books, and socks as well. We did actually give away some socks, didn't we?
We did.
There's coins in the magazine.
Yeah, my socks and coins in July's month's magazine.
Which magazine is
that? Treasure Hunter magazine.
Yeah,
of course. The only one, Dave. The only one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We have to ask. It could have inadvertently bypassed my eyes and been appearing in the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine. In fact, it could still do so for the Rodney Cook or Detectable edition of the magazine, perhaps. We just don't know.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
That's awesome.
Well done.
What you could do, Dave, as well, is put a QR code to this interview, so people who want to learn and find out more about it could scan it and find out more in the magazine.
When you say me, you mean you.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean.
Right, we haven't got long now. Has anyone got any questions for Oliver or Anthony about their hobby, not playing the guitar and fire, nunchucks and all that?
Or about what he's buying Sophie for tea tomorrow night.
That's Andrew Lack, everybody.
Yeah.
So Sophie Williams asks, what are you buying Sophie for tea tomorrow?
That is it. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm leaving straight after this. My van is packed. I'm going straight down to the Knights Templar, and I will be back Sunday.
So Sophie Williams now asks, how much are you leaving behind for Sophie to have something for tea tomorrow night?
I don't know, Sophie Williams, sorry.
No, Sophie Williams, she's asking how much are you leaving for Sophie?
Yeah,
I no idea who Sophie Williams is.
I'm not.
Zoe Flack, who won last week's machine, by the way, she asks, what do you want to find next?
I really want to find a chariot. I know it's going to sound crazy. A chariot wheel. I've had these dreams, right? I'm going to find a chariot wheel, man. I know it sounds crazy.
I would like to find
you're not that far away from Mike Smith. Accent.
Yeah, I'd love a Bronze Age axe head,
That'd be amazing.
I got arrowheads, so I would like to finish the collection off with either an axe head or a couple of them would be nice.
Gareth Howard asks, do you know the Manic Street Preachers?
Yes, we do. Actually, they come to our school to perform in Blackwood. Yep, we do, buddy. Yep.
And do you know Benji from Skindred, I ask?
No. Skindred, no.
You don't know about the Newport helicopter? Heathens.
No, I didn't go to the ruffian area. I'm only joking.
Still on the news, is it?
The Newport helicopter. You've never heard of Skindred?
We've been in a field with treasure. I don't look up. I'm sorry.
You've heard of the Manic Street
nothing about no Newport helicopter.
We need to start watching the
helicopter.
We could be on the news and we wouldn't know.
Joe Webster's got a good question for both of you. How has detecting changed your lives?
Oh, dramatically. Number one, my physical health has got better, and number two, my mental health. Joe knows himself, and I can't thank anybody enough. Everybody's been fantastic. You get one or two people you bump heads with, but in general, I haven't bumped heads with anybody really, and they're all fantastic. And that's the truth. They really have done me well. I appreciate everything. Thank you, even tonight.
No.
Yes. So I find the hobby very addictive. I do. I find it very addictive. I sleep and dream about it, and since finding the sword, to be honest, they've toned it down a bit. Really, it's about our hobby because you're not going to find that every day, So we find silver coins now, and it's not the same anymore.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. And
I've just sent you, Oliver, a link on YouTube to the Newport helicopter at Download 2011, and I was there going, doing the Newport helicopter because I was all exhilarated and stuff. I'm the fat bloke in the crowd.
A question from Stephen Brain. Have they detected the whole field they found the sword in, and might they find anything related to it?
We gotta leave that question alone a minute.
Yeah, we've done a little bit, not too much. We found a few medieval items, but
yeah, the area in which it is. If we'd like to explain it. Going back to the picture, if you have a look. So you got 2 fields, but they're like 3 fields that veer off into different directions.
yeah, it's just a big area, really.
Yeah, it's really odd. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Actually, is just getting a bit of a couple of So see this area here. It's a bit of a grey area because behind those trees we're allowed to look on, but technically they haven't really got permission as of yet. That's why we haven't been on there. It's really weird the way it's set out, because what you got to see is that's the border of Wales and England right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally, you can jump over. You can jump from one side to the other and be from England to Wales, England to Wales. So yeah, and there's only so many. Yeah, there's only so many areas like that you can really do that. So that we try and. Yeah, but to answer the question, yeah, we are going to go over the field, and there's plenty more to be found. Yeah, definitely, 110%.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, listen, gents, a time has come to end the show.
Yeah,
It's
no problem.
9:30. It's been a pleasure having you on. Glad we got sidetracked. We got past the technical issues.
Yeah,
thank you for putting up with us.
Oh, don't worry at all. We have to put up with Adrian every week, so it's honestly not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just big shout out to all my friends, anybody I've missed. I do apologise. It's been a hectic day and I've been flat out, but they all know who they are, and I love you all.
Thanks for having us on the show as well, guys.
Dave, and thank you, Adrian, for having us here, and thank you, Joe Webster, for getting us
involved. And we hope to see you again soon.
Everybody, Andrew Lax, Philip Leonard, everybody. The list goes on and on and on.
Well, if it's all right with yourselves, I'm sure Adrian and the viewers would love to have you back on in the future. For updates regarding where, what, when, where, and who.
Yeah, please let us know. Yeah, please.
Yeah, hopefully the museum will buy the sword and cross now and
international auction. We need
some
mad millionaire American will buy that sword.
Oh, I know. It's the only one of its kind, so
you got to think big, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Think gold.
Think big or go home.
Detectorist finds are going through the roof at the moment.
Yeah.
So
loyal to the soil. Loyal to the soil, lads.
Yeah. Well, good luck this weekend, and I hope you find another sword or a Roman chariot wheel.
Axe head would be nice.
Or a packet of wagon wheels.
Who knows? Yeah. We're happy just meeting everyone, and we just want to say thank you so much, guys, honestly, and we mean that from our hearts.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I really thank you.
Asset to the hobby, you guys. Top.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very, very much.
Cheers, Dave.
Thanks for putting up with us, lads.
You're out, good lads. You take care now.
Left from Wales. Bye, guys.
Take care. Good night.
What lovely men.
Weren't they? Weren't they?
Yeah.
They were boys. They weren't men, they were boys. They're about 17, 18, I reckon.
No. But very, very nice guys, and a lovely find. And I find it hard. It's not been shouted about more, really, but we'll see. Watch this space, won't we, David?
I'm sure there's reasons.
Yeah. It did look fiberglass, didn't it?
Yes.
That's why the magnet was there.
Just to give it the Acme magnet.
Yeah. No,
well, my friend, I will see you next week, and hope you have a delightful weekend. Are you able to participate this week, or are you still in
I can detect, but I can't dig. I was the absolute idiot in the pub last Friday. Went with work for a drink because someone was leaving, and I got the hiccups with my dodgy cracked ribs in the pub. So it was for about half an hour, and then I decided to leave because people were looking at me as if I was doing something. But I think I could dig. I think if I give James 10p for every signal I get and get him to dig it,
you're going to have the worst day ever, because you'll have about 8 million signals and you'll be like,
no, he'll do it. As long as I keep him on like a chain or a lead, we'll see. But anyway, good luck to everyone this week.
Again.
What? Again? No, not that was inside. But yeah, good luck to everyone this weekend. And
Yes, and if you're up at the Ministry of Defence weekend, they're in T-Bay, come and say hello to myself and Shane. You'll also see Graham Dempsey there as well, Scotty B's down there, and many, many, many other nice people. Pleasure as always, everybody, and we will see you next week. Good night, Adrian.
Good night, David.